Michael Hampton is up next. Did you ever work with George the Animal Steele, and what'd you think of George?
I did work with George Animal Steel, and it was great. You know, George was, as a person, he was a great person. And George Animal Steel, he's like, you see this guy who acts like a total, misfit, right?
Uh,
He was a teacher.
yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I did hear that up in like New York.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, George Animal. Hey, he was a great person. He played his part better than I guess anybody. I mean, because it takes a lot to I guess to act like that. But no, he was a great guy. He was a great guy. I have nothing but respect for him. And again, here's a guy who was this is a professional wrestler, and then he'd go to school and be a teacher.
Could you imagine? I'm just trying to think of some of the male teachers that I had. It's like you see them in school and they're like wearing like the nice shirt and up there teaching you stuff, and then you turn on your TV and they're there with like a green tongue and they're eating a turnbuckle.
Yeah, well, he was a good guy.
Yes, yeah. I had the pleasure of meeting George once. Great guy.
Yeah.
And also he was an agent behind the scenes too, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah. He did that too. He did that too. He and another guy that was a wrestler right before it all broke loose. And the first time I went to New York, it was like when I was still pretty young, and nobody even talks much about the first time I ever went to New York because I wasn't there very long. But the other guy that I thought was a great worker was Chief Jay Strongbow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he ended up being an agent too for Vince, and he was very good, and a good guy.
I've heard a lot of the guys put over Strongbow as being a fantastic agent. Another guy who went on to be an agent who I know that Jake didn't have a super high opinion of, so I'll get your opinion. Rene Goulet. Did you get to spend a lot of time around him?
No, and I wouldn't think he would be much of an agent.
No, it's Jake didn't. I don't think Jake buried him or anything, if I remember right. But he was just like, yeah, he just didn't really do much.